This is a special presentation for the Bleav in Pro Wrestling podcast. Here's Rick Ucchino on the Bleav Podcast Network.
What is going on, you guys? Rick Ucchino here on the Bleav in Pro Wrestling podcast YouTube channel, and welcome to the Fast Count. This is the section of the channel where we're going to upload some of our best interview highlights, show rants, or if I feel the need to get something off my chest real quick, then this will be my platform to do it. And that is why we are here today. Money in the Bank just around the corner, and I, like many of you, are wondering just which two superstars are going to climb the ladder this year and change their lives forever. I mean, or not, you know, it's wrestling. It's WWE. Let's be honest. Charlotte is probably winning the briefcase this year on the women's side to continue her feud with Ronda upon her return. And, well, when it comes to the men's side, I've been seeing a lot of really good suggestions. People like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, all great options. Honestly, really, truly, they are. All three long overdue for another world title run. However, I think there is one man that is being vastly overlooked by many, unless you think the same way that I do. In that case, well, I pity you just a little bit, but allow me to start the official campaign for Sami Zayn to not only win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but successfully cash it in and be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns and become the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. Sami Zayn, for weeks now, has been looking for a way to prove himself, to elevate himself from honorary Uce up to full-fledged member of the Bloodline, and frankly, he failed miserably this past Friday when he had the opportunity to keep Riddle from getting a shot at the head of the table on SmackDown. And so he's going to be looking for the next opportunity, and that should come at Money in the Bank when he enters the ladder match to capture the briefcase, not to cash it in, but to sit on it, to run out the clock, to let the contract expire, thus protecting the tribal chief and his record-breaking world title run. The Usos could even help Sami win Money in the Bank to make sure the plan goes off without a hitch. But there's always a hitch, right? The hitch being Sami Zayn is never going to be good enough for the Bloodline, no matter what he does. And eventually that can come to a head where Zayn gets so frustrated, he decides to make the Bloodline pay, and he does so by doing what he never set out to do, and that is successfully cash in the briefcase. Hell, you could have Zayn pull the Seth Rollins from WrestleMania 31. He could cash in the middle of a title defense and pin Roman's opponent, maybe even Rollins himself, say at day one or the Royal Rumble. I find this booking would accomplish a couple of things. One, it protects Roman. First and foremost, keeps that streak of going unpinned intact should the dream match get booked and he goes one-on-one with the Great One. A match, by the way, that absolutely does not need the world title whatsoever. Number two, this completes a major babyface turn for Sami Zayn. And honestly, I Bleav that's the end goal for this whole Zayn Bloodline saga anyway. So you might as well do it with some style, do it with some flair, do what WWE does oh so well. Create an absolutely unforgettable moment. Everyone will remember the night that Sami Zayn cashed in to become world champion, a moment that he has more than earned, by the way, over the course of his career. From there on out, it's easy, right? Roman is free to battle The Rock. Rollins can then take the title off of Zayn as an act of revenge, and then Cody can win it off of Rollins at WrestleMania after he miraculously beats his 9-month recovery window and wins the Royal Rumble in shocking fashion. Then we can get Cody and Reigns battling it for the gold after WrestleMania. I mean, everybody wins. Would WWE Creative do something like that? Absolutely not, because they hate things that are fun, but I Bleav they should. I think this is a really, really strong idea. I have a lot of great ideas. Problem is, most of them suck. But what do you think? Sound off in the comment section below, and while you're here, pound that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and come back for more. You're on the Bleav in Pro Wrestling YouTube channel, brought to you by Bet Online.